After England defeated the French at the Battle of Bremeux, Normandy was back in King Henry's hands. But 1 year later, his good fortune turned to tragedy. In 1120, his son and heir William Adelin died in a shipwreck. The future of Henry I's kingdom was in jeopardy. Henry desperately needed a new heir. With no legitimate sons left alive, he broke with tradition and chose his daughter, Matilda. Henry forced his barons to swear an oath to accept Matilda as queen. But when the king died, they broke their promise. England would not be ruled by a woman. Matilda's cousin Stephen saw his chance and claimed the throne. The crisis moved to the capital. At Westminster Abbey, Stephen was crowned king, but Matilda wanted what was hers. She was also lining up powerful supporters who would fight Stephen for her right to rule. Their conflict engulfed England in civil war. Fighting raged throughout the land. In 1141, everything focused on one of the kingdom's most strategic cities, Lincoln. Matilda's allies had commandeered the castle. But King Stephen was determined to take it back. He besieged the castle. Stalemate. As dawn broke on February the 2nd, everything was about to change. Matilda's half-brother, Robert of Gloucester, raced to break the siege. As Robert's forces approached Lincoln, Stephen's army turned away from the castle to face them. Robert could win Matilda the crown, but only if his army could win the day. Robert of Gloucester's forces approached Lincoln. Their task, to liberate the castle from King Stephen's siege. While behind Lincoln's walls, troops loyal to Matilda held the castle for the Empress. First, Robert's forces would stage an ambush to prevent enemy reinforcements from joining with King Stephen's army.
Scouter, you ready to read? Elder Ned, stirende nu. Ridende suahet. Doende ni jute.
Non-sleeping, taketh op thine armes. Ich sues alianda. Ich fortheth in es.
Scouter, het wel beodon. Verende suahet. Volwende ti hesta.
Berthin hesten, ich obey thine hes. Ich tue so du hättest. Es shouldn't be here.
wele beodon.
Robert's men concealed themselves in a sheltered grove and lay in wait for the enemy.
Hier we for blood on ball. What wilt thou?
Ik ga wie fouten
Ik
befo.
sua hissa alja, hier we is forfeit.
Mellan armes har grötet på stora. Asylet mellan armes! Att stora!
Robert defeated the first column of Stephen's reinforcements, but he knew more were on the way.
Ich obey thine hess. Ich tue so, du hättest. Mit din Täschjale
Scouten die sana lupa.
Every Chanyara! Björnes Gören Kanon!
With more of Stephen's reinforcements eliminated, Robert was steadily undermining the siege.
Hessa shouldn't be here. Ich forfeit in hess.
Each sail the foe.
Inte fortet! Hamine! Every Chanyara!
Robert's men decimated King Stephen's reinforcements and were poised to break the siege.
Men av armes har grötet på stora.
Continuing the push towards Lincoln, Robert sent in a large company of reinforcements to aid his vanguard. To further weaken the siege, Robert would need to cut off Stephen's supplies. He targeted the nearby market town.
Glidande ne hurteth no one nearer.
Every Chanyara. Ervegan, Weben Gangande. armes, we ben verende ute.
Fenders i sender nearby.
Boa is im sua they heta.
Each sail the boat!
Presset jou, highwaymen! Und der highwaymen! Jede Hestes! Hestes en onboormen! Oliente Hestes! Zeldet nu! Heriende Hestes nu! Marcus, highwaymen! What bears in Heston? Jorgen, Tonno! What will come? What's the Ikene do? Sia! Jede Ontipotas! Better!
Foliende Hestes.
Wegen Schäten!
Rallying to Matilda's cause, a large group of knights arrived at Lincoln to bolster Robert's army. With the market town in ruins, King Stephen's supplies began to dwindle.
Sua they heta.
Robert received word that Welsh troops under Matilda's banner were en route to join forces with him. But King Stephen had the roads to Lincoln heavily guarded, and the route was not without risk, even for the hardy Welshmen.
It is Sitha for Actus. I shall lede jou. Kenites, standende jare. Ut readeth, thou Athel Tulkas.
Making their way to Lincoln, Matilda's Welsh allies were ambushed by the king's soldiers. Robert's men would need to aid the Welsh if they wanted their help in breaking the siege.
Fenders i sender
Apple Knikas, Yara! Orne Victory!
Joining forces on the road to Lincoln, Matilda's allied troops made for the castle to lift the siege.
Grites, in the sun! Grites, in the sun!
Ich habe found the foe!
Alle Kenites jara. Jetteth I ready for Hest. Ut readeth nu, Tulkas.
Entendeth, Freckers. Nu then, cometh on.
Jetteth I ready for Hest. At mina word. Fereth.
Hestes cometh. It dwindleth. Freckers haken, nu Hestes. It can do.
Nu, Tulkas, at mina word. Fereth. It is Sitha for act. It live to hear it. Look jou beeth I ready, Freckes. Forthwarde, Freckes. Mid baldenes. Nu, Tulkes, setteth jou. I shall lead jou.
Robert's forces spotted a large detachment of Stephen's soldiers guarding the castle gates. If they hoped to liberate Lincoln, they would need to break the blockade and rout the army.
Ut readeth nu, Tulkes. Andente tu serve.
Der Fiedel benachtet upon us!
Fresset jou, arme men! Soort de het! Knieten, stand in de jan! Hestes kommer, hestes en ommånen! Yeah, hestes! I'm sweet against them!
Robert's forces scattered the king's army, leaving the gates to the castle unguarded.
Athena worde verre. Alles with. Jetteth I ready for Hestes. Ut readeth nu, Tulkes. Dute is none borden.
Robert's men finally united with Lincoln's garrison. They could now use the castle to strengthen their army. To lift the siege, they needed to destroy the enemy camps surrounding the castle.
Look jou be thee ready, Freckes. Andente to serve.
Build shielded! Aim it for the Gutas!
Knitas, ja!
Tuesday Tulkes, Hestes.
Take Gwendolyn! Bellen! Wow! Heriende Hestes nu!
Alle Knitas, ja! Knitas, stand in the yard!
Matilda's forces struck hard, destroying one of King Stephen's siege camps.
Fourth warde Freckes, mit Baldenes.
Niemand är så mycket arvas!
Hästes en oddbormen. Hästet kommer arve med. Hästes en oddbormen. En av armen volgende hästes. Dresset jag arve med.
Gripes, in the shot!
King Stephen's army dwindled as Matilda's forces struck down another siege camp.
Knitas, stand in the eye!
En av armens habiter!
Look at you be ready, Freckes.
Kjære hester, steppen til arve. Dresset jag arve med. Kjære hestes. Så det het. Hästes en oddbormen. Hästes kommer arve med. Hästet kommer arve med. Dresset jag arve med. Gärdet hästes.
Men av armens habiter!
Gripes, in the shot!
Gör du ett på blodda? Hästes en oddbormen. Övrigt tende så het.
The king's army was scattered, and those who didn't fall fled.
Men av armens habiter!
King Stephen was spotted, shielded by his men. To end the siege, Matilda's forces needed to capture Stephen and rout his army.
He shall stay. Alles with it.
What bear it should be thine hess.
Yetteth he ready. Du tennis nangorden.
It's in Shesendeus.
Alto Knitas, ja!
Dresset jag arve med. Ikke det du. Arve med. Hästes en oddbormen. Sviste. Hästet kommer arve med. Hästes en oddbormen. Dresset jag arve med. Kjære hester.
Undra i pausen! Spellemän! Standet and presenter!
What needeth be undone?
Hey, every John! Intended. Helping the rope.
Artes spellemän! Irre spellemän jare!
And standeth leave the foot first, Freckes.
Spellemän! Appointed speres!
Hästes kommer. Här är ända hästes nu. Boa is i bo. Have me bow. Förände.
In spere is Jara. Spereman gaende forte.
What needeth be undone?
Seath to Hestes. Hestich sua hessa aliate.
Intendeth, Freckers. Ontifotas, spera.
What needeth be undone?
Fuste tulkas al Suiza, yes. Yarwe shet al Suiza, yes.
Dresset jou up!
Nu then, cometh on!
Under hand with us! Hold!
Intendeth, Freckers. Ontifotas, spera. Yahweh shet. Sua he hessa.
Hestes and Norman!
Matilda's men closed in and finally captured King Stephen. Matilda's forces had won the battle at Lincoln. But the fight for the crown was not over yet.